Hello, guys. I'm
We're good. Never mind. Go for it. Keep
okay.
going.
Oh, I forgot. The music always tries to silence Black voices. That's my bad.
Wake that up. And during Black History Month, wake that up.
I'm screaming. Well, welcome back to Reality Group Chat. I am your co-host, QT.
Your co-host, Daniel Guzmano.
Oh, that's crazy because it was quiet for you that time. And I'm Jordan Staff.
And you know what? Daniel is a little tan today. So
Bitch, I got a little tan and it was like...
I'm screaming. Well, guys, we are so excited to recap the Traitors. We were not here last week, so sorry, but don't you worry. We're going to be recapping episode 7 and the most recent episode 8 today on the pod. I feel like these were a good 2 episodes to kind of mesh together. A lot was happening. We'll get more into it, but I will say that I felt like episode 7 was a little bit overhyped, perhaps, but episode 8 really did just that. It ate.
Yeah.
What did you guys think?
I think the dinner, I just shouldn't have been overhyped. Do I think it was probably one of the most dramatic things we've probably seen? 100%, because everybody's screaming, give me the drink, I need the drink. But like, that was good, great cinema. But it was like, I was expecting people to be launched over tables. Like, I was ready for like Lisa Rinna wine glass slam stabbing hose, you know? So it was very dramatic, but don't overhype it and just be like, oh, it's a really good episode. And then it comes up and we're like, wow, that was a really good episode. And then, that's
right.
Yeah, I agree. I think I hope they do something like it again and just make it better. Like, I thought it was going to be longer than it was. It was a lot shorter than I thought. I also had some questions that we'll get to in a little bit. Like, okay, if the antidote was successful,
save your question.
Well, I'm speaking it while rephrasing it into a better form of art for the future. And this is how we discuss philanthropy to get to a better place in life, Daniel.
But why don't you just wait until it comes
up?
And
so this is how you podcast.
This is the guys. You're just
and you know what?
Wow. Oh.
And when you have the power, you can do that.
Wow. Silencing gay voices. You never thought you'd see it in this game.
You damn right I do.
This is the most problematic podcast I've ever listened to.
Wow. And that's fucked up. No, guys, you're just on a group chat call with us. So this is how we be speaking to each other. So it just is what it is. So save your questions, comments, and concerns for when we get there.
Period.
I have a question.
Oh, please. Nothing.
What is it? What I think it is? Don't do it.
I got a barking dog, and it is.
Shut up. Jordan, guys, listen, before we get into it, Jordan terrorizes me you don't get it, every fucking day. I wake up from a text from this man and he's like, hey, I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like, I have a question for you. I'm like, what is it? And he's like, are you gay? And I'm like, because like some people have been saying it, but like I just didn't want to. He does it
I'm screaming, like so serious.
Enough is it? Let me set the record straight to everybody asking if I am gay. The answer is no. Thank you.
Ooh, gag them.
Gag them.
And I've always had your back because that's what I always tell them.
Loyal. Alrighty, but let's hop into this episode because we got the dinner roundtable and I'm ready to go.
100%.
Let's see, what are your thoughts? Take us to where it is. Take us to
okay. Let's go through the whole thing. So we start this episode off a little different than normal. We're still at the nighttime and it is the, what's it called? The big gala dinner thing or whatever. Everyone's dressed super crazy. Any specific looks you guys liked, hated? I mean, I hated Colton's, of course. I did love Lisa Rinna's.
Lisa Rinna's was cunt. Colton's was just like, we get you're gay, but like you would never wear this and like stop wearing this.
Right.
Like, I just found out that they don't dress themselves. Like costuming class for them to wear. Again, and but this also begs the question, why the fuck are people wearing what they're wearing?
I know. I wonder how much of it is like people bring their own looks versus like the costume department also like has different things for whoever needs stuff for certain things. But I do think this specific like banquet or whatever was all from the costume department.
I love the little sailor boy that she was serving. I also just think Eric is so hot, and we're gonna get into that later on. And like, I think Eric is so hot, it's insane. I think his skin is great. I love everything. I loved Candace's headpiece. The headpiece was gorgeous of hers. Yeah, I loved it. You
know, that is interesting and like a good thing to know because I thought Lisa's outfit was so perfect to have the brooch on. I was like, wow, this works so well. So that actually makes sense.
Yeah, I also thought that Rob's could have worked with the brooch as well. Because when they first like got the task of whatever to do, I was like, oh, Rob's style, I feel like wouldn't match this brooch. But I think it could have been on any of them. But it did make
Yeah.
sense for Lisa. But moving forward, so the task of the Traitors is to poison someone tonight, and whoever touches the brooch first is going to be murdered in plain sight. And so Lisa Rinna is kind of going between three people. She has Kristen. I get so confused with the name Kristen and Kirsten.
Kristen.
Go back to Amazing Race. Okay, so Kristen, Natalie, and Jam Jam are the three that she's kind of toying with. And they all happen to be like in the same group together. And we were so curious last week about how Lisa Rinna was going to do this. Like, do you drop the brooch like Daniel suggested and then was like, oh my gosh, can you get that for me? Which I thought was a great idea, or what? But Lisa Rinna is just like so genius. She pretended that the brooch was like hurting her from, what's it called? Like pinching her, like the little needle point of it or whatever. And then she was like, please, oh, can you get this? Can you get this? I thought this was absolutely genius. I loved it. It was so
this
good.
was better. This was better than my idea because it's not too much. Like the falling and picking up can like it could go one way or the other, right? But just that little fuck that hurts. This is what I want to say, and I'm gonna give some of the viewers some what I think is backwards tea, whatever, or back. What's the word? Like behind the scenes tea. That's what I'm looking for. I am gonna say this, and I'm going to say this loud. I don't think there was ever a world she was trying to kill Kristen or Natalie.
I agree, actually.
Let me tell you why. Because what are the fucking chances that this bitch has 3 hoes that she wants to kill and 2 of them get the fucking potion? Like,
exactly.
That was reality TV. Like, that was just them being like, just say you were going to go for that. Because I'm sitting here watching it with my parents. I'm like, ain't no fucking way. My girl's about to get fucked over out of all these fucking shit. Ain't no way. So, guys, I think it was always Jam Jam. I think, like, that's what it was always. I don't think it was in between the others. I mean, it's great editing. Sorry to spoil it for anybody. But, like, again, there's just no way. There's no way that she was in between those 3 and those 2 were the ones who ended up getting the potion. No.
Yeah, I thought that's
I also thought it was
Natalie's reaction and, like, the confessional with that. I was like, yeah, this seems planted.
Yeah, and also that they were all in that little like group together when Lisa's did the whole thing. Like it just made sense from an editing perspective that after the producers would be like, okay, tell me why you could have killed Kristen or Natalie. But yeah, I think it probably always was Jam Jam, or at least just became Jam Jam in that moment when she was like, listen, I need to get someone and he seems like the person that I can get. But I guess to rewind a little bit, when Lisa comes into the dinner, she's doing I mean, what all the housewives, what all of these people really do, a little like kiss on the cheeks to absolutely everyone. And that becomes big news later on because Jam Jam starts to think that the kiss is what was the murder in plain sight. But before we get to that, so Lisa gets Jam Jam to touch the brooch. We find that out later. I did like the editing of that, of like not letting us know off the bat. But then we're getting like little glimpses of what other people could think was the murder in plain sight. Like Steven was cutting and serving the meat to people. And so people were like, maybe because I took a plate from Steven, that was it. Or like different little things that were going on that everyone later on becomes suspicious about. But once everyone's sitting down, Alan comes in and lets them know that someone has been murdered. However, if the person that was murdered drinks one of the 3 potions, they can be saved. And I love this because it's a good way, it's a good balance of power where like the Traitors have the power to kill someone in plain sight without them knowing that it's about to happen. But then also, if you're a smart enough faithful, you can figure out who needs to get the potion. I did feel like before I knew who got poisoned and who got the potions and stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like 3 is a lot. Like they have a really good chance of figuring it out and giving it to the right person. I mean, they end up not, but yeah. What did you guys think of the faithfuls having a chance to come back to life?
Here was my question that I was going to pronounce as a cliffhanger until the straight man, and we see how straight men act, took over gay voices. So here was my question though, and I want to know what y'all's thought process is on this too. What if they were correct? That person is now a confirmed faithful in the game. So then what happens from there? Are they just going to get murdered?
You know what it is?
I feel like out of the 3 people that take it, I don't think they would say like, oh, this person was the one that was killed and is good. I think it would just be like the correct person has taken it. So like but it's still, to your point, does narrow it down to like, okay, so one of these 3 people is definitely a faithful.
Wait, was it? It was 2 potions, right? Or was it 3? Am I stupid? I thought it was 2.
Oh, was it 2? Sorry, maybe it was 2, and I'm thinking.
I know, because I was no, because you're right. I was
over.
thinking if it was 3. No, and it's a good question. I think I agree with QT though. I think if 2 people took it, but you know what it is though? That it's like, guys, then you have to protect those people. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I almost feel like that's what I would do. Like, they need to get shields, or like, of course, like they have to. The traitors are going to kill them because they automatically know. But yeah, great question.
Yeah,
I mean, there's nothing you can do from production standpoint, but I also, you know what it is? I think production was like, ain't no way they're going to get found out. Like, that's genuinely what I think. I think it's like, like the person's going to die. The chances that they stay alive is minimal, but like, if so, that's just the game. Like, you know what I mean? And they'll stay another day.
Yeah. So it was interesting because a lot of people were fighting over who to take the potion. It seemed like a lot of people started leaning to the Steven suspicion that Steven serving the meat was going to be the murder in plain sight. So a lot of people that got served meat from Steven, that sounds like such a crazy sentence. But anyways, anyone who got served from Steven felt like they wanted to take the potion. So specifically Kristen, please forgive me.
Kristen. Do you know what I'm saying?
Kristen and Tara.
Steven could serve me as meat. That's number 1. And guess what? I wouldn't even need a potion. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, and if I die like this, it'd be like that sometimes. This is the problem I have with the Faithfuls, though. Like, and some of them were getting it, and some weren't. We're like, I got it for Steven. But then Steven was like, I served meat to like 5 people. And it's like the Lisa kiss. Like, Lisa Eric kiss me, like Lisa kiss me. So for me, given Steven also picked up the tarot card that had Kristen's. Is it you're fucking me up now?
Oh, right. Kristen. Yeah. I think Kristen.
Rest in peace if it's not Kristen. Right? Literally,
no, seriously.
I'm 90.
That's what we're gonna go with.
That's Kristen. But I look at it where I'm like, yeah, like I would be looking for anomalies, right? I'm not looking for something where like I don't think it's you served me the turkey. Given the tarot card thing could have been something like what was the first tarot card that was flipped over?
Especially because it was like someone was prompting someone to flip over the tarot card, like flip it over. So I could see it being that if it
were. But just the whole thing. And why was Natalie up in arms because she got served turkey, or was she just like, I have a feeling?
I don't know. It's so funny.
What? I don't know. She was so gung-ho. But this is what I was saying last time we podcasted about Natalie, is that I think she's a very selfish player, and I don't say that in a negative way, because I think when I play these games, like, I'm a selfish player too. That's what you have to be in order to be good strategically. But she's so selfish that I think sometimes she like is okay with being that way publicly, and I think that could get her into a little bit of a tizzy. But yeah, I think she was just like really nervous that it was her, and really sure for whatever reason that it was her, and
she was acting like she was actually going to die.
You gotta get killed.
I wish nothing more in the world Tara was the one who died. Like, I just for that like drama of like,
we should have given it to her.
Yeah, I agree. But I loved all of this. This episode was great. Again, we see Peacock, and I have to always give them their 10s. They're always evolving this game. They're adding in new things. They're adding in big components. Switching up how to do murder in plain sight. Like, this was great on the team. Good for them. Phenomenal.
I do want to see more risky stuff though. Like the brooch thing, I don't know. I think that was kind of easy, honestly. And I think it's pretty undetectable as well.
But then we see the little card thing. You have to go into the kitchen. You have to get the card.
That one was better.
But
that was fun.
The whole like throwing it in the furnace before people go to bed when no one's in that room and blah blah blah.
It's, it's not really a plain sight.
Remember,
and they were probably the last 2 to go to bed. Like
Parvati with the chalice, like that one was risky. Like, how are you going to get somebody to drink all this stuff, right? But like, I think we'll see this again 100%, maybe in a different format.
Yeah. Well, like we've been saying, Jam ends up being the one that was murdered, and in the most dramatic murder we've ever seen. He's like getting pulled away. He's like,
it's Lisa,
she kissed me. She kissed me on the cheek. It was weird. And Lisa's sitting there like, wait, what? And I honestly, I mean, Lisa already had so much going against her going into this roundtable, but I think that the fact that Jam Jam was so on Lisa about the kiss and it wasn't the kiss kind of helped Lisa to have like a natural reaction to this of being like, wait, what? Like I kissed everyone, because it, even though it was Lisa, it wasn't the kiss that did it. I did see Kristen, my queen, talk about on social media that I think that Kristen is like a better player than we're seeing, or that the edit is giving her credit for. Because in this video, she was talking about like she told everyone, like, why are we so hung up on the kiss? Like, production would never. We had a whole HR training about like not touching people inappropriately and stuff like that. Why do you think production would allow a kiss to be the murder in plain sight? So that's why she wasn't like super gung ho about that being the thing, which is so true.
I think it was either Candace or I don't know, maybe it was a housewife where they were like, you really think Lisa kissed him on his beard? Like where because he has a lot of facial hair. You're like, you think she put her like Valentino lipstick on his like on his like facial hair? Like, and I was like, eat that up. I also like, I agree with you. I also just like think for me, if I'm so petty, if I was Lisa, I'd be like, bitch, it wasn't the fucking kiss, it was my bro.
Yeah. Honestly, same. Yeah. That's how they would get me caught. I'd be like, you think it's the kiss? I freaking I did this whole master plan of pretending that this thing
so go get fucked, Jam Jam. Yeah, I mean, it was just like, Lisa, and here's the thing, people are like, why would he lie? I'd be like, I don't think he's lying. I just don't think he knows what it really was. A kiss just, here's the thing, I could potentially believe a kiss if it was like a super red lip I heard. You know what I mean? Like something, like there was like a special a poisonous lipstick, like something. But like, I think she just had a regular nude lip, you know? So I'm like, that's, I don't, that just whole, everybody being like, why would he lie? Why would he lie? Why would he lie? I'm like, I don't think he's lying. I just don't think he knows the truth. And that's like,
and especially like, because there was so much suspicion on her. It's like, she was going to be overanalyzed no matter what.
It was it's the Tiffany thing all over again. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, like Colton went for Tiffany and then Eric is like, my magic ear. I heard her laugh. It's her.
Yeah. Also, Colton said something interesting that was kind of like a throwaway thing when he first sees Lisa, but he was like, love your outfit, whatever. And then he was like, you're going to kill me in this outfit. And it was like an offhanded comment, but it also was like, you're literally going to kill me in this outfit. Like, what's the murder in plain sight? I feel
there's no way she could have done it though. Like, if she was like, oh, I'm pinched, like, no, like there was no way.
Yeah. Well, then moving on to our little challenge. The challenge was like a little bit whatever to me. I didn't really care, but the results of it were interesting where it was a very physical challenge too, which I think is so annoying for
where they had to throw
girls, like the smaller girls. Yeah. But at the end of the challenge,
before we get into the challenge, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. What was your thoughts when not Candace, when Tara and Natalie are kind of like sitting in that little like book area, and she was like, I thought that was weird as fuck. And Natalie is like, you see Natalie's trying to like be like, hey, like I was really so stressed last night. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, it was almost like a dog with their tail between their leg. And she was just like, I'm sorry. Would you think this makes Natalie look suspicious of what the reason I don't think so at all is because Tara isn't the one who got murdered. So it's like, for me, I would just look, everybody's like, oh, but that everybody's saying Natalie sus, Natalie sus, Natalie sus. I'm sitting here and I'm like, why, like, it's different if Tara died. Like, if Tara died.
Right. Yeah. It's not like Natalie is a traitor and knew that Tara was going to be the one to die. So she was trying to take the potion away from Tara. And also, Natalie's such a smart player. There's no way if Natalie's a traitor, she's even like touching the antidote.
She's a winner of Survivor. Like, she's not.
I just realized we've not been correct the whole time.
Oh, so you want to put yourself in the middle. Okay. No big deal.
Right.
So you're the star of this show.
Right. But yeah, I just again, it goes back to these faithfuls are so stupid. And it's like, it just makes me think back to like, I would play the Traitors game and whatever. And I'm like, would I be this stupid? Am I this stupid? Like, I just don't think I'd be like, Natalie, like, you're so, that was so weird. It's weird if she died. Like, I would be in the castle being like, every single one of y'all get fucked. Like, I can't handle this anymore.
No, especially the ones we have left. The faithfuls are so, and we're going to talk about it even more in episode 8. Like, they're so dumb. They're just so bad at this game.
But then we have Natalie with Lisa and Tara saying, when we kill Jam Jam.
Oh, right.
And I was like,
and that keeps becoming the thing. But it's
I
like no
know.
one who has said we kill has actually
Yeah.
been a
And it's like
traitor.
that's the third like person slipping up. Like, let it go.
it was
Yeah.
just, again, it's just bad timing of it. But I agree. I just
Yeah.
wanted to know your guys' thoughts. Because I'm over here like, why is everybody
Mhm.
thinking it was suspicious? She lived. Tara lived.
Right.
It was Jam Jam.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
So the call.
Okay, so back to the challenge. Basically the end of the challenge, there's the last like 6 people or the first 6 people to make it up the hill or whatever get to compete to get the I
Dagger.
don't even remember what it's called. What was it?
Dagger. The 6 people
The
with
dagger.
the most gold.
Okay, with the most gold. Yeah. So different people were people like Lisa knew that she wasn't going to make it, so she gave hers to Steven. I think someone gave theirs to Rob. I think it was Colton gave his to Rob. Like you were able to kind of help the people that you like to become one of the 6 to move on to get the dagger. And I feel like the dagger is a cool power that I don't think we've seen yet on at least the US version, where you basically get 2 votes at the round table. So first of all, this could help a traitor tremendously if they become under hot water. And it could help a faithful that is looked at as a traitor to survive. It could really just help anyone who's under suspicion. I think 2 votes is really powerful, especially we're down to, I don't know how many people, but like a small amount where 2 votes really matters. I thought that Rob did a really good job. Here's my thing with Rob is that I think he's playing a really good game and he's doing really good, but I can't stand him at this moment.
And I'm gonna let me say this. I'm gonna like Emily Flippin said on Survivor. Can I push back on that real quick?
Yeah, please.
Here's the thing. Let me say this. Let me really get it. Actually, let's table this to see because I want to tell everything of what I feel about his gameplay.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
I think there's some
table.
flaws in it.
I'm gonna table what I want to say for when we go to episode 8 and we talk about the episode.
Right. Yeah, because that's where I'm thinking of more too. Yeah. Okay, so quickly to wrap this one up. Yeah, Rob ends up getting the dagger. I thought he had an interesting thing about like you basically had to call bluff of the other people of like who actually had the dagger. And he called Natalie's bluff and got the dagger. I thought Natalie did a pretty bad job of lying if she was trying to lie. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Sophie. So yeah, Rob ends up getting the dagger. The 6 people agree to not say anything about who actually has the dagger. That way the traitors wouldn't know who to target, which I think is pretty smart. Yeah.
This was on Rob's point. It just makes him look like a faithful of being like, I don't want to die. Like this was, again, Rob has his moments of genius and I will give him that. He is not playing a horrific game by no means. This was a good one. We see that Colton was like, why did Lisa give it to Steven? It's just like, it's just like I don't know. There's just some things where I'm like, who cares? Like I don't like. Maybe I hate Colton so much, so I'm just kind of like I don't give a fuck. Like whatever you say, I disagree with. But I don't know. I mean, I think it was smart. Rob made the pack. I mean, even when we head to roundtable though, the fact that Rob was going for Lisa so hard. I need to know everyone's thoughts on this. I think it was really, really, really dumb and stupid because people are coming for Lisa. That like Rob hasn't spoken at all at the roundtable practically the whole season.
Exactly.
Now
which
you're
is what Candace says later on too.
So hot and heavy, like it's Lisa. It's giving Boston Rob with Bob
exactly.
all over again. I'm like, we're in episode 7. Lisa already has shit behind her. Like, so
he did not need to spearhead it.
Right. So what was the? I don't get. I think this was horrific gameplay by him.
Agree.
Again, guess what? Lisa goes home. How's that going to make Candace feel?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And to your point about Boston Rob and Bob the drag queen last season, I forgot who it was that said it, but it's like. When you're 100% sure that someone is a traitor, the only way to be 100% is if you are a traitor with them. Like you actually do know that they're a traitor. And hopefully, I mean, I stand by, we have these faithfuls that are like not seeing anything, but hopefully someone recognizes that like, oh wait, like Rob did give us Lisa. In episode 8, a little foreshadowing, he gave us Candace. How did he know 100% that it was those 2? And it's because he is part of them.
But it's just giving, we're in episode 7 and 8, and suddenly you become the like hunter of the huntress. Like
and you've never said anything before this.
And again, foreshadowing to what I think about Rob's gameplay is it reminds me of Big Brother, and I know you guys will know where I'm going with this, where it's like, bitch, it doesn't matter about how many comps you win. It doesn't matter about whatever the things. You need to have a good social game and a good jury management, period. In Traitors, jury management is the Traitors. Like when you're a traitor, that is jury management down.
Yeah.
And so I'm over like, bitch, they could blow up Rob. Your name is not even being mentioned. And if you fuck around and find out, it is only going to take Candace or Lisa. If Lisa says to be like, have we looked at Rob? And then people are going to be like, that was weird. This was too much for me. There's a way to be a traitor and vote your fellow traitors out without making it deep and personal. And I think Rob just went too hard and it was so unnecessary. Where it's like
hard on Lisa.
Yeah, it was.
It was, he could have just like joined the back of the train. Instead, he was the conductor in front. Like he was like, move over, Colton, I got this, start steering the ship. Like for what reason? So yeah, at the round table, everyone's kind of arguing back and forth, blah, blah, blah. It ends up being a 911.
Hello?
Maybe? Or 911.
Emergency?
Yeah, 911. Literally 911. Emergency is Lisa Rinna is no longer on the Traitors, and I'm sad about it. But yeah, nine votes against Lisa. Candace ends up voting for Rob. I do fear, as much as I love Candace, this was a mistake.
I don't give a fuck. I loved it.
I did love how camp it was, because it was very much like, okay, Rob, the war has started. I'm coming for you now. I did like that, but it was like, dang,
it was terrible.
It was so iconic. I just don't even give a fuck. Like, realistically, should my brain be like, that was bad gameplay? Sure. I don't care. That was everything. The fact that she flipped her shit and said, Rob, bitch, that was TV. I love everything. Bring her back for All Stars. Bring her fucking back. I'm Candace through and fucking through. I loved it. I loved it.
I feel like
sure.
Yeah, I feel like Candace is really fun because she reminds me a little bit of Phaedra in that, like, Phaedra was really good at the game in an unexpected way. And Candace is as well, but I think Candace is just a little bit like adds that little spice and fun that I don't know. I just love like watching her. She like knows that she's putting on a TV show. So that's what's fun about her. But yeah, I do. The vote was bad, and we see how bad it is especially because we have a bunch of people that don't even understand the idea of a throwaway vote, as Maura would say. But yeah,
and you know what, QT, I'm gonna push back on that. I don't think it was a bad thing. But I don't think she worded it. I don't think she backed herself up the way she needed to. This is what I would say. I would say, guys, if I'm a traitor, aren't traitors just supposed to vote with the majority? Aren't they just supposed to blend in?
Right.
Why wouldn't I just vote for Natalie when I was pushing Natalie? I could easily say Natalie. I think what you did with the potion last night, like that was weird. Me doing a throwaway vote. Thank you, Chandler. Chandler, wake that up because Chandler is correct. I just don't think she articulated it correctly, because how I would have done it is I'd be like, guys, why would I do a throwaway vote when I could just vote Natalie, who like I already avidly pushed out everybody that I was suspicious of. Given we also see that Dorinda doesn't vote either. Dorinda throws a vote as well. I don't understand this whole like double standard of like Dorinda can do it but Candace can't.
I think my problem with the vote for Candace, I think you're right, and you're making me realize that too now, is not that she put a vote on Rob. It's that she put a vote on Rob and made it just like, oh, this is a throwaway vote. I don't think it's actually Rob. I think she should have been like, I actually think it's Rob, because I think it could be Lisa, but if right now Lisa stands up there and says that she's a traitor, I think we need to look at Rob, because this seems out of the blue, out of nowhere, like there's some kind of traitor on traitor crime going on. You know, like I think she should have stood 10 toes down, especially if the next day you're going to come in and go for Rob, because it does look a little fishy if 1 second you're just saying this is a throwaway vote and then all of a sudden you're like, no, actually, I think Rob is a traitor. I think just start the traitor theory from that vote.
I hated everybody being like, oh, but you were so consistent. You were so consistent. Wait, let's see what Luke says. Luke says, if I were at the round table, I would so clearly clock it was traitor on traitor. Can I be honest? Like the attitude Candace put behind it. I do agree with that fully. I just, QT, what you said is fully correct. I also just look at it where I'm like, she said it. Rob never spoke at these roundtables, so I'd be like, I don't think it's Natalie. I don't think it's Lisa, and I'm gonna be like, but the fishiest thing was like, Rob, you have been so quiet, and I wanted to point out that like if she is a traitor up there, like what a crazy like guess, like what a crazy way to go. I agree. I think she could have explained it better. I think she could have twisted it better instead of just being like, it was a throwaway. But even then, if you want to say it's a throwaway, be like, why would I throw away a vote if I'm a traitor? Why wouldn't I just vote for Natalie whenever no one would have been shocked if I voted for Natalie. Also, but we're talking about housewives don't go for the housewives, but now we're pissed when she housewife. Everybody get fucked in that castle. Get fucked.
And I think that could have been a good argument too. On top of it is just being like, well, you guys just got super mad at Lisa. You literally voted her out because she voted for a housewife. So I felt like I literally was behind a hard place in a rock because I didn't want to vote for Lisa. And then you guys think that I'm part of the traitors too because of that, you know? Like I feel like there was a little bit more she could have said.
QT, behind a hard place in a rock? You mean behind a rock in a hard place, bitch? Please.
Whatever it is, in between, behind, listen.
I can't.
I'm put on display. Like, what the heck?
And then, whatever, we end the episode and Colton's like, I think it's Steven and Candace. Colton, get fucking out of my castle, you fucking loser. I hate the game.
You sound like Johnny Weir. Not in my castle.
Not in my castle. No, like, get out of my castle. I hate him. I hate this man down. Get the fuck away from my people. We have just got rid of 3 women, and you're like, I think it's Candace. Get fucked. Who in production is telling you this shit? Who tell me right the fuck now who's telling you? I need to know.
Lisa Rinna in one of her exit interviews says that she believes there's a possibility that Colton was being fed some things because
and you know what?
It just was not.
Luke right here had a theory that he had told me. Luke, you want to come give your theory real quick?
Yes, Luke.
What he heard.
Theory. That's
all right. Come in and drop what you told me.
Come on.
Join the chat.
Hello.
Our #1 subscriber.
I think.
Can't hear a thing.
Wait, we can't hear him.
That Colton and Rob had a little something going on off camera, and that Rob was trying to get Colton in the traitor's turret, and he told him that he was a traitor. And so he was trying to get him in that traitor's turret and get rid of the housewives so they could win together. That's my theory. Just saying.
And you know what? I could believe that. That's what I felt. I felt like he wanted to get to a place where he can get Colton into the traitor's turret.
But it also goes back to the challenge a couple episodes ago where Colton literally told Rob R. He was like, "Oh, I know you'll get me back for this later." Like da 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 da.
Yes,
that was suspect.
I would agree with that until we get to episode 8, which is where we're heading into now. Where I have questions, comments, can switch. But that episode was good. I mean, guys, logistically, there was 2 female housewives, and you're still like, let's go for Candace. I'm over here like, I'm like, Colton does not think men can be traitors. Like, I'm convinced. Like, he is just so like, men can't be traitors.
True,
And I was fed up where I'm like, how are we about to go so hard on, like, number one, Lisa was a housewife. So Lisa was a housewife. Lisa was a woman. We got out Donna. The chances that it was Candace, who was another woman, who was another housewife, I just focus on the men. Get fucked, Colton Underwood. Literally get fucked out of this castle.
Hey, it's like Tom Sandoval said. Luke said this earlier. Forgot what he said.
Wait,
I was going to say, why are we listening to anything Tom Sandoval said?
Cheaters or whatever he said. He said like cheaters when he traitors.
That's a crazy thing coming from a cheater.
But I loved how Candace was rallying. I loved how Candace was rallying Johnny Weir and like planting that seed and but take us away to 8. Take us away to 8.
Yeah. All right, moving on to episode 8, we have Rob and Candace reunited in the turret, and they have a decision to make. Obviously, they are down to only 2 traitors left, so they can either recruit someone or kill someone. And while they toy with the idea a little bit, ultimately, it's just obvious that they need to kill someone because they're not aligned right now. Like, if they were a little bit more aligned, I think we could pick someone that would make sense for both of them, but obviously Rob would want to pull in a Colton and Candace would want to pull in a Dorinda, and it just would like be off balance a little bit. So they decide not to recruit and instead to kill someone. And Rob goes pretty hands off on this. I think he a few things. One, he's making it seem like he just realizes that he messed up, or not that he messed up, but that he did something bad to the traitor group. So he's going to let Candace have this one. They're going through the list. Candace obviously says that she wants to kill Colton. Rob's like, I don't really want to kill Colton. Like, that's my number one. I thought Rob was actually going to like really fight for this, but he ends up letting Candace kill Colton. We see later on in breakfast, Colton doesn't come in. I was shocked by this, but then it makes sense because Rob basically says that Colton has been spreading Candace's name around, especially the night before. So now Colton dying really like puts a flashlight onto, spotlight onto Candace. So, I mean, this is where I say again, like I understand. I think everything he does is with intention, and I appreciate that. And it's not just like, oh yeah, do whatever. I just hate that it's against my Candace.
I say this. To me, I looked at this move and I said it was. I said that this was good and bad for Rob, and it was good and bad for Candace for like two things. I obviously thought it was bad for Rob because like number one, you're losing like your number one. I think not recruiting was a big mistake, and I will like get into. I'm going to get into that like in a hot second. I think not recruiting was bad. Please.
Well, Colton is coming for you.
It's killing me. This is how I look at it. Where now there is 3 women traders and there's only 1 male trader. At the end of the day, and this will go into what we will talk about at the end of the episode, but it still is important now. If you don't recruit, if you don't get a man to die who is a traitor, I would, if I was a woman in this game, I would not keep any male in the game. I would kill them all off.
Yeah.
Because you have to think, what are the chances there's no male traitor? And so him not recruiting was bad. Him killing Colton was bad because that's a male. So your target now, people already thought it was Colton. People thought Colton could be a traitor. You got rid of him. Boom, your target's smaller. Now, what was good for him is people would be like, that was your boy. You wouldn't get rid of your boy like that. Given it's like also like that's also why you would get rid of somebody like that. Like given Jordan did Traitors and he was a traitor and he killed off Luke, one of his like besties in there. So people would be like, Jordan wouldn't do. I was like, Jordan wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. Yeah. And so and for Candace, I thought it was good because you break up that bromance, you cut down the males, so then like potentially go for Rob. Is it bad because Colton said Candace's name? Yeah, but it's only bad if she knows about it. That's the thing. Candace has probable deniability of being like, he said my name, bitch, news to fucking me. Like, hello. Like, so I think it's good and bad for both of them. I also wrote down, I said Mora, is it Moira? It's not Moira. Mora. I said Mora on Candace / questioning her, and I said Dorinda claps back. Like, I also think Rob's feeding Mora information as well. I hate her. I also don't.
And I could see it.
I don't. Because
because
it's too much. It's too much. Get out.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say I think she's so annoying because I could also see it being Rob feeding her information because she a lot of the times is on the right track about things, but with no like explanation of why. She's just like, Candace, I don't understand the throwaway vote. Like, you don't understand anything about this game. Why is that becoming the thing?
Literally, like, it's literally like when a teacher's like, show your work. Like, how did you get to this answer?
Exactly. Right. We have not gotten more than like 2 interview diary room things from Mora explaining why she thinks these things, but all of a sudden she's always on the right side of the vote. Like, okay,
she's like, now I'm suspicious of Candace. Like, I'm just, guys, like, I just look at it where I'm like, sure, we can think that, but like, we need to focus on males now. Like, that's where we're at in the game. Like, we can look at if some women are doing some fuck shit later, but like, we need to go for men. But like, the fact that like that one vote was so mind blowing to them doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, why would she stick her neck out like that? Like, she didn't go against a housewife, but like, also, I'm gonna bring that up later. I'm gonna cuss more later, but yeah, continue.
So Colton ends up being murdered. Everyone's shocked at breakfast. It makes people a little bit more confused. A lot of people now are looking at Steven, a little bit at Johnny sometimes, but mostly a lot of people are looking towards Candace. But Candace is doing, I feel like, a pretty good job of getting people to start looking at Rob as well. But the only thing is she keeps bringing up the fact that at breakfast when they were talking about Colton, that Rob seemed very nervous. He was like dropping his fork. Yeah, that one's a hard one. But I do think that Rob does seem very cool, calm, and collected this whole episode. So I can understand being like, he's just been acting a little bit different today ever since this Colton thing, you know?
I agree with that, but she does back it up at the round table, and we do see, and this is where she was getting me, is when she says, and she was like, it wasn't just that, but she was like, I didn't hear Lisa's name until Rob said it to me. And then Rob said it to me. And then now I hear Colton, and Colton's the one rallying the troops. And then Rob comes in with the final punch. I think he was the earpiece for Rob. So like,
yes, I love that argument.
She comes in with it. She says the table thing was weird, but then I pieced this together. Like, it's just and we see Kristen say this later where she's like, it couldn't be Rob. He's too nice. And I'm like, what are we like? What the fuck is Kristen?
Yeah, what does that have to do with anything?
Let me beat your fucking ass with a frying pan.
But it was Donna Kelsey. Like, Donna Kelsey is even nicer.
So like, I'm just like, literally, bitches need to take IQ tests before playing this fuck ass game. Don't piss me off next season for season 5. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not doing it again. Please.
Yeah. All right. Well, then we go into the challenge, and why did I just blank on what the challenge was? The challenge was the photo challenge, where half of there's 2 different teams. Half of the team has to like. What is going on?
Love. Oh, I was just saying love, like loved.
Oh no, but did you see what Jordan was doing? He was blocking you.
I did it back.
I'm screaming. Anyways, there was half of the team had to recreate whatever photo it was that they were looking at, and then the other team couldn't see what photo it was and just had to pick the photo based off of what the other team was doing. There's a lot happening here.
Love.
But yeah, I thought this was like it was a good challenge in the sense of, like I was saying, I hate the super like strength-based ones and that are like disproportionate for women. So I appreciated that this was more just like a mental fun thing. And some of the poses they were doing were so fun, like very unserious. It was kind of giving Big Brother.
100%. It was camp. I felt like it loved. I felt like it fit with the show. It was also kind of fun to watch as a viewer too.
It was cool to see the interpretation. I think also some of the people were fucking idiots. Like literally, they're milking the black and white fucking coat, and they're like, "That's a horse." I'm like, again, IQ test, or get the fuck out of my castle. Get out. I'm not having it.
I'm done. Yeah. I almost said Kirsten. Kristen gets the shield because she sees that like there's only one painting that has a backing to it. Unravels it, gets the shield out. That's my queen right there. Not that she necessarily needed it. I mean, maybe we're getting down to the point where people like Kristen are probably going to be going home. So yeah, she's the only one that gets the shield. They put a lot of money. I appreciate with this group that they are getting that money pot really up. So that was good. Okay, then we move on to back in the castle. Everyone's talking. Rob is going against Candace. Candace going against Rob. Steven and Candace are having a conversation, and Steven basically lets Candace know that like Rob is saying your name. A lot of people are saying your name. Rob seems to be spearheading it. Colton has said your name. And as soon as Candace hears that Colton was saying my name, she's like, wait a minute. That if Colton was saying my name and Steven knows about it, surely Rob knows about it because Rob and Colton were in lockstep with each other. Then Rob comes into the conversation and is just kind of like, Steven, can you give us a second? And then sits down. Candace and Rob talk. Yes, please.
This is again like the antithesis or whatever of Rob just shitty gameplay, because how did that look? Like, really, let's think about it, right? Candace is floating Rob's name, right? And like, we know about it. Now Steven knows, and given Steven probably only has 2 working brain cells, so he really won't use this information correctly, but whatever. But it's like, he's like, they're having a discussion. Steven's like, Rob's floating your name, Candace. And Candace is like, yo, everybody low-key is coming for you as well. Like, that's weird, but I think it's fucking Rob. Rob comes in, Steven, can you get the fuck out so we can speak? And like, it was just, everything was too close. Like, I don't know why Rob was like, I need to get Candace out tomorrow. She just wrote your name down yesterday. Is no one looking at this like, oh, yeah, she just wrote his name down yesterday. And like, now she's gone and she's a traitor. And nobody had eyes on Rob at all. But now Candace suddenly, who was following the pack, went to Rob heavy twice. Like,
Yeah.
And Rob's just like, I'm not writing your name down. I'm not writing your name down, Rob. And this is where his gameplay is so shitty. And this is what Suri did so well season 1. Is it's like she could get Traitors out, but she didn't have to spearhead it. Given again, like, guess what? No one would have been angry at you, Rob, if you voted Lisa out at the last roundtable when you knew that that's where it was going. Let the momentum take it and go with it and be like, you tell that to Candace. Candace, we didn't have the votes. Like we couldn't protect her without it looking suspicious on ourselves. Like Jam sunk her, Colton sunk her, whatever. The fact that he so went for Lisa, the fact he's so coming for Candace, it only takes her to whisper one thing. And when she goes up there and she says she's a traitor, people are going to have to look back at that and say, huh, let's take a moment, because still there's no male traitor. We have not found a male traitor. Let's look at the 2 women that like were traitors. Who are they low-key saying and going for and having beef with? Rob. So like this conversation was stupid on his part, was so dumb, was so stupid. And it's like, bitch, don't come in here being like, I'm not coming for you tonight. I'm not coming for you tonight. I'm not coming for you tonight. Yeah, bitch, you're fucking saying my name to everybody when people were already saying it. Why is Rob inserting himself in shit he doesn't need to insert himself into?
Right. And 2 more things. Not to mention the fact that Rob basically telling Steven, like, I need to talk to Candace alone. And then Candace going out that night and being a traitor. It's like, why did you need to talk to the traitor alone? Like, are you a traitor?
And you were coming for her at the round table, and she was coming.
If I'm coming for, if I'm a faithful coming for someone, and I'm like almost 100% sure that they are a traitor, there's no way I don't need to have a one-on-one conversation with that person. Like, I'm going to be going for them. There's no other reason to have a conversation with someone you think is a traitor unless you are a traitor too, I feel. And then in the conversation, I didn't love that. Basically, Candace was like, well, if I go today, you're coming down with me. And Rob kind of tries to make it seem like, oh, that's not fair. It's a game. That's bad sportsmanship. What? You literally just got out another traitor, Lisa. You did the same thing that Candace is basically saying she's going to do to you. Like, the game becomes personal as well. You can't just have the game and not let it be personal. When you are making moves that are personal, that you don't have to. Rob, you did not need to come for Lisa like that. So you made it personal. You're the one who made that first move over there. And obviously Candace is going to be scared and guarded and upset with you, because if you did that to Lisa, who's to say you're not going to do that to her? And now she knows you are doing it to her, because then she's like, oh, when did you know about this Colton thing? Oh, this morning. Oh, so Colton never told you about this, but Colton's your best friend in this game that you wanted to back 100%. Oh, okay.
QT, you said it perfectly, where it was like, he comes from Love Island, so he doesn't get it. Like, there is jury management, there is traitor management. They are the only people who know your identity. You fucking piss them off to a level that it's hard to come back from. They will come for you. Like, that's traitors. Rob just thinks he can stab anybody in the back and fuck over anybody. And he's like, oh, but it's a game. Like, you should respect it. It's like, this isn't like, you don't know how social strategy games work. Like, the moves were unnecessary. And it's like, if there was nothing he could do with Lisa and Candace, I'd be like, babes, like, I will try to protect you, but like, I can't do too much. And guess what? Candace would have never come for Rob like that. Or Lisa wouldn't have Rob, like, if it was like, girl, you have heat, I'm trying to put out the fires, but there's only so much I can do. That's how I would be playing as a traitor, because you don't want them to go up there or say something at the round table and fuck you over. And Rob is just kind of like, nah, I'm gonna go so fucking hard. Isabel says, my biggest issue with Rob is, why didn't you at least tell Candace that Lisa was a singing trip? Correct, where it's like, again, he never had to do any of this. That is my problem with Rob. So don't be pissed off when traitors are like, get fucked because you're making unnecessary moves, fucking over my game. Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Yeah, perfectly said. That's exactly how I feel. And yeah, then we move on, and basically Candace and Rob are like, we're gonna be playing our own game. Best of luck. May the best man win. We move on to the round table, and the round table was so sad. It was just like Candace automatically tries to go for Rob, and no one is really like taking the bait on it too much. But I'm hoping that at least something in it like simmers in their head for next time. Wait, what'd you say, Jordan?
I said she was making good points, and I also loved like when she was clocking the hell out of him right before round table, where she was like, "Oh, so you let me kill Rob so you could set me up." And he's like, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. And I loved when she said, because he was like, the name of the game is Traitors. And she was like, yeah, well, you're not a traitor. You're a snake.
I mean,
yeah, I'm getting that tattooed on my forearm.
I mean, so we see originally like Dorinda kind of like goes for Steve and is like, I didn't know you were that close. Like for Lisa to give you the gold, I'm kind of like, like that doesn't really show anything to me. Like whatever. But again, this is what I need to say. This is like, I loved what Candace did here, and this is why. Like everything she said, I would look at this, how I look at Traitors and how I play Traitors is like, who is making unnecessary moves? If they're making unnecessary moves, they're probably a faithful. Like, why would you stand out the way you're standing out? That's just my rule of thumb. Yeah. I look at Candace. Everybody knows the heat is either kind of on her and Steven. So my question is, if I was sitting at this round table and she's going for Rob, a name we have not heard of at all, my brain would be like, if she's a traitor, she's just trying to make it through the day, and she's just going to go for Steven and try to get everybody to go on the Steven train. She's going for someone that, as someone is so loved, and we say this all the time, like when you watch Traitors, you don't want to bring someone to the final that everybody loves, that everybody trusts, because if it's an argument between me and you, you're probably going to beat me because you have the group support. The fact that she went for Rob, the fact that no one was like, that's crazy, because like if she was a traitor, why not just hop on fucking Steven and just try to fucking survive the night? She is going after someone that nobody is suspecting. Whether they take the bait or not, the fact that like some of these hoes aren't even looking at it is in fucking insane to me. Is like so nuts to me. At all.
And it's because so early on they were getting rid of the people that could have led them to make smarter decisions. Tiffany, I mean, Rob got killed, but like Tiffany, like the smart gamers are the ones that people were getting out because they were like, oh, they'd be good traders, but it's like they'd be even better faithful. So you kind of need to keep them in the game until you're like 100% sure. So we're just left with a bunch of people that like don't really know what's going on. We get to the vote, and is there anything else that happened at the round table?
Did you die when Colt or Rob called Colton, or Candace called Colton's beard, or Candace called Colton Rob's beard, or whatever? I was I was like, yeah. Also, I'm gonna say this: Candace won this argument. Like, say what you fucking want, everybody on social media. Candace won. Rob had nothing. Candace was cool, calm, and collected. This group is so funny. This group will sway one vote and not sway another. Like every point she made, I love her point where she was like, I didn't hear Lisa's name until it came out of your mouth. And then next thing it's Colton, and now Colton's getting booted and Colton blah, blah, blah. Like I just think Rob is playing a terrible fucking game. And after we'll talk more why I think it's terrible. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Rest in peace to fucking Candace. This was fucked up. Fuck everybody in that castle. I fucking can't stand you hoes. I'm rooting for, I don't even know who I'm rooting for. I used to be rooting for the Traitors. Now I'm rooting for anybody but Rob. Like anybody but Rob.
I know, same. And I was loving Rob. I was loving Rob at first because we kept saying like we were very pleasantly surprised by Rob's game and that he was actually like had a head for all of this. And then he just, I felt like got a little bit too cocky. Like you toy the line of being super confident and cocky, and I think he just went a little bit far over on the cocky side and was like, I run this house. I can literally do whatever I want. But I think some of the best strategic players in Survivor, in Big Brother, in these social strategy games are not cocky. And that's why they do so good and are so beloved, because people genuinely feel connected to them, and not that they're being like snowed or swayed by them. Just like, oh, they have good relationships with people and they just do the game really good. But I think that Rob just feels like, oh, I have everyone under my arm. I can do literally whatever I want.
And he really does, and I don't know why.
And that's the problem. But that's the thing too, is it goes back to this last season of Big Brother. We talked about this a lot too, is like, it's hard to say when someone's a really good game player when they're playing with a lot of people that are bad at the game. Because then it's like, oh, you're just good out of the group, but you're not necessarily good. Like if Rob was playing with a Suri, with a Boston Rob, like I actually don't think we think he is as good as we're saying now. I think he's just good out of the group.
And you know what? Like this is how I would look at it for like they're going now. Candace has obviously found it out as a traitor. Everybody's like, oh my God, like whatever. What I would look now is we have now done 3 women. The women are cleared. Like at that point, the women are cleared. Like we're good. Like if you literally are fucking way at her, like but fuck the men, right?
Right.
Now we have to start looking at the men. This is two things I would look at immediately, where I would say out of all the men, there are two duos left in the game. There is Rob and Myra, whatever the fuck her name is, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And there is Johnny and there is Tara. And I would say how one of those men have to be a traitor, because why are they protecting one or the other? That's what I'm looking at personally for this.
Yeah.
I think the fact that Kristen was like, there's no way it's Rob, was like really fucked up. I think the fact that nobody was like, why did she come for Rob so hard at this final last roundtable? Like, I better see some fucking editing next week where people are like, let's start to look at Rob, or I'm going to punch my fucking foot through the TV screen and literally end it fucking off. If I see Rob fucking Roach, whatever the fuck, win this season, I will burn that fucking castle down.
That's where we're going.
I mean, it's not looking good, especially after the roundtable when everyone was talking. Even after the roundtable, like, there's no way it could be Rob. Like, no, I don't think it's Rob at all.
Yeah, especially when we talk about what's coming up. What
bring us home, because I have ending thoughts. Bring us home.
Okay. So yeah, Candace gets eliminated. Unfortunately, she is a traitor. Everyone celebrates. Woohoo. Moving on. We have Alan telling Rob at the turret that it's time to pick another traitor. Obviously, you can't be a traitor by yourself. So Rob has the task of picking someone else. And well, they did it in a very interesting way. Rob invites someone to a secret meeting, but it doesn't necessarily say on the letter like you're being recruited or whatever. So I'm wondering like what kind of ultimatum it's going to be. Is it going to be the thing of obviously like either become a traitor, you get eliminated, or is there something else? Like maybe Eric can choose to just like, he can know who the traitor is and then have to convince everyone else of it. I don't know. We'll see. But Rob ends up picking Eric. And what I have to say about this is Eric gets the letter and his name is obviously written by the traitors. And I'm going to say a few things to say. First of all, he automatically is like, I've seen this handwriting before. It's Johnny Weir. Johnny Weir, traitor, 100%. He literally is like, Johnny Weir. This, when you look back and see Johnny Weir's writing on all of the like things that he does, it looks nothing like this. So we have Eric first a few weeks ago saying that he heard a laugh, it's Tiffany's 100%. Now he's seen handwriting, it's Johnny's 100%, and he's been wrong about two things. So what's next, honestly?
Where is the writing though? Like when he was like, I know who has a pen in the castle?
No, on the letter that the traitors send, they write in the name of the person they're luring. So they wrote Eric.
I know that. I'm asking, where the fuck has Johnny Weir written?
Oh, the votes, the chocolate.
Oh, true.
Excuse me. I'm sitting here and I'm like, what the fuck?
I thought that too.
Like, how do you know?
Right, but also, how are you bitch? Get fucked, Eric. Because
he just says whatever. He just literally says whatever. After the Tiffany thing, it's like I wouldn't trust myself. Like at that point, it's like don't trust your instincts. Actually,
I'm like, I'm remembering people's fucking calligraphy, fucking writing. Like it's not like
there's no way you do. Yeah. And Johnny has never written Eric's name, so you don't even know how he would write Eric.
So let's get into it. I have my thoughts already. Do we think this was a good move to recruit Eric from the group? For me, it's a big fat fucking no, and I will go into my. It is the worst move he could make, and it's going to lose him the game, and I'll tell you why after I hear you.
I'm excited to hear. I do think. Yeah. Okay, so I think it's a good idea to recruit a man because, like we've been saying, it needs to be a man next. That's probably going to be looked at. I would have probably gone Johnny just because. I would have gone Steven.
Either way,
because a lot of people, Johnny or Steven, honestly, because people are starting to look at them. I'm just at this point, I'm going for someone who's going to be a target in front of me. I'm not going for someone that I'm like, we'll be good traders together and make it to the end. I'm looking for a shield now. So, and Eric's not the shield. No, absolutely not one person has ever said Eric's name. Like, that was so dumb.
I do wonder if Eric's going to start acting shifty, though, because I could see him not knowing how to play a traitor.
Yeah. So this is my thoughts. This is why Rob is going to lose the game, and I'm manifesting this out into the world. Like I've said before, bitch, they probably have now guessed that 4 traitors have entered the game. Like there was 4 traitors. There's usually 4 traitors, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So they know to start, it was 3 female and 1 male. There is still 1 male left. and this is just because I'm a strategic thinker. So my brain would be like, oh, they probably have to recruit tonight, whatever. It's probably going to be a male. The male has to recruit a male, whatever. This is his problem. And I'm going to spoil. Hi, everyone. I don't know spoilers about the show, but this is how I anticipate the next 2 weeks coming. Come back to this video and we'll see if I'm right or wrong. I think the next two, because there's only 3 round tables left, Trace round tables left. So 3 times until it's the finale. Next week, Johnny Weir is going to go home. Johnny Weir, faithful. Next, Steven will go home week 2. And then they're going to be like, oh, fuck, there's still 2 male traitors, or there's still a male traitor we don't fucking know about. So then we will now be down to 3 men. We will now be down to Eric, Rob, and Mark, right? Mark. That's it. We will be down to 3 men. Ain't nobody.
Wait, who's Mark, genuinely?
Mark Ballas?
Mark Ballas. Thank you. I did not. You know where my mind went? Mark from BB16, like Mark and Elena.
Hey, number one, baby. That was 19, but like, love you, Diva. Like BB16. It's guys, that's everything on the chat. Thank you so much for going home now. Whatever. Johnny's gonna go home next week. Steven's gonna go home the next week. It is gonna be between Mark, Rob, and Eric. This is the problem. People fuck with Mark. Nobody fucking thinks it's Mark. Like, that's number one.
Mark has Kristen on his side, Johnny, Tara.
Rob's problem is, and what Rob fucked up on is, you needed to give them a male traitor, because guess what? They don't. Let's say Johnny gets killed tomorrow, right? People don't know, has Johnny been a traitor from beginning? Has he been recruited? We don't know. But they could assume, oh, well, we've always kind of thought it was Johnny. We think he's been a traitor the whole time. Guess what? Now they have to recruit somebody else. That could be a woman. And then we can start shifting the gaze back to women. But if you do not find a male traitor in these 2 fucking we have 3 left, and you're going to waste 2 round tables on these 2 men, guess what? They are not going to get their eyes off of a male traitor. You needed to give them male traitor blood. Period. We should have done Johnny. So Johnny goes home next week. And then guess what? They could say, oh, well, the traitors had to recruit somebody. They could recruit a woman. So then you can start saying, maybe it was Natalie. Maybe it was blah, blah. Maybe it's Dorinda. Maybe it's fucking whoever, Tara, whatever. This was such a bad move because nobody's on Eric. They're going to vote Johnny out next week. They're going to vote Steven out the next week. And then what? You're going to sit there being like, we think it's Mark. And then Mark Ballas is going to be the 3rd one fucking voted out potentially. And then he's still a faithful. Get fucked.
And the last, that last murder or banishment, whatever, is usually they don't say what they are. So even if it ends up being like Eric or something, like, they're not going to know for sure. And they're still probably going to feel uneasy about the men that are left.
And you have to vote them all out. So honestly, at this point, I'm hoping somehow, some way, Natalie can fucking make it to the end. I mean, Isabel, I think they probably
do they get to murder? Because like usually sometimes during recruitment it's just like no murder.
When we were watching it, my mom said that he said you will recruit somebody and murder somebody that side. But given Vicky is also like Vicky's also Vicky. So like I don't know if we can 100% trust her. Like, love you, Diva. She's still alive.
No, it could be. Yeah, you pointing up just now is diabolical.
So, but guys, that's what I'm saying is you needed to give a male tomorrow, so then you know there's a recruitment, so then everybody's back out to play. There's 3 women that are.
Who do you kill today?
Probably
just Tara.
You kill Natalie. No, you don't kill Tara. You keep Tara because then you can still think Johnny's still
Johnny.
Johnny's still
you kill Natalie because
you kill Natalie.
Or kill freaking Mora.
Yeah.
No, but Rob.
Then they're not looking at Rob.
Yeah, I just think Rob's game is going to get sunk because guess what? You're correct, QT. The last banishment, they don't tell you if you're a traitor or not. But guess what? I'm sitting there and I'm like, guess what? There's probably 2 male traitors out here. I can't fucking trust either one of you. Like, you're done.
Yeah.
Like, down.
Yeah, I feel like the girls will just band together and be like,
I think Eric's in a better spot than Rob, in my opinion. Because guess what?
100%. I think so.
We get down to Mark, Rob, and Eric, and you're going to trust Rob over Eric. No, because you're going to think, who kept Moira in the Moira, whatever the fuck her name is, who kept her in this whole entire game? Who did Candace vote for twice so strongly over? Like, his time is fucking coming up, and I can't wait to watch his downfall. And that's what you missed on Reality Group Chat.
Ooh, period. That was a great way to end us off, and I agree with everything that you said. Jordan, any more thoughts about this episode, or...
The fuck has heavy music silencing back?
No, QT goes, that's a perfect way to end us off. So I was like, cue the music.
Yeah, I want to hear if you have any more thoughts or any thoughts about next week, who they should murder, anything like that.
I don't know. I'm just really curious to see how Eric plays as a traitor. I don't know. I feel like he's not going to do well. So I do think he's going to like get some suspicion on him. And I kind of hope that. I hope he's messy and like, I don't know. Yeah. We're going to see.
Who do you think's getting murdered?
Who do I think is different? I mean, I could see. I don't know. It can't be Natalie.
I'm saying Natalie or Kristen.
I mean, or even like a Dorinda. Honestly, like no one thinks it's Dorinda.
Oh
like,
yeah, Dorinda's not attached.
The thing is, it's like everybody knows Dorinda isn't a traitor, but she's also dumb. So I don't really know like what to do with that. Like I look at her where she's not going to sway the direction any sort of way. You know what I mean? Who are you waving to, bitch?
Mom.
My mom.
Oh my God. Mom, I didn't see what this mom. My mom. Oh my God, I love her.
I'm screaming.
Bring her on, please. I live her. But that's what I'm saying. Dorinda, it's like, obviously they know there isn't going to be a third housewife who's a traitor, so like, might as well kill her low-key. But to me, Natalie is more scary because she has the potential of getting
of figuring it out.
Correct.
Yeah, but I also just think people are sus of Natalie. No, like, don't you think
there's been 3 female traitors? Ain't no fuck. We're good now.
But
we're
they're
done.
Not smart.
Yeah,
they're not smart though.
I know, but I would fear as a traitor going into that final fire thing where you have to keep going or murder someone. And Natalie being like, no, I think we need to get like Natalie would be the one to spearhead, like, let's just kill all of them.
You saw how hard she fought for that fuck ass potion, bitch. Yeah, you're gone. Numbers off.
Yeah, she's scary. Yeah, I actually think it's gonna be Natalie.
Kristen
That's my final.
Shield. She can't even be murdered. Sorry.
Kristen I love that for her. Okay, so it has to be Natalie. I feel
Natalie or Dorinda.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is all we have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining the chat today. Follow us everywhere at Reality Group Chat. You can follow me at Corey Tyler, QUORITYLER. Daniel, where can they follow you?
Don't forget it.
Follow me everywhere at Daniel_Cusimano. Jordan, before but no, we're not there yet. I just found it funny how QT's name is at the bottom during the month of February. I thought that was really fucked up and really disrespectful.
So it's actually really funny. It's actually really funny because if you're analytical like you are and you're strategic, you would understand that it's in alphabetical order.
And you know what? That's the excuse who's at the round table, and I'm not fucking buying it. So
next you can find me everywhere at Itch.
That was a good cover up.
Put my queen up. That's all I gotta say.
I'm screaming. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, listening. Please leave a comment and let us know who you think is getting murdered next week. And we will see you next week for episode 9 of The Traitors. Bye, guys.
Bye, Daniel. And remember, one another.